Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's John Ross with the John Ross Show. So you can see my thermometer says it's 76 degrees out right now. It's a pretty nice day. We had some clouds. I know we might have some rain coming. I don't know about that, but I remember hearing about it might be some rain. But anyway, we had a nice day, 76 degrees. So it's October 6th here, 2025, Monday. And you say, what's this about not a gnat? Well, maybe you heard about it, maybe you didn't. But our President Donald Trump was at a military base in Quantico. I guess that's Virginia. No, I forgot where it is. But I was at a military base yesterday talking to Navy people, and he made some political statements which are unheard of. He's done that recently in front of military. He's trying to militarize our troops to against the other, and the other this time. But his statement, as you can see in the bottom of the screen there, but we have to take care of this little gnat that's on our shoulders called the Democrats. And he was flicking him away on his shoulder like. That's the President of the United States talking that Democrats are a gnat. It's half the United States about. Some polls say there's 45% Democrat and 46% Republican. I've heard the other way around. Well, anyway, it's real close. So we'll just say roughly half the country are Democrats. So we got gnats that way. I think you might call us Democrats traitors. He's called people that don't agree with him vermin. These are not good terms. These are not the way to treat people. And when you talk about you want to have a discourse with someone and work out some agreements. How can you, when people call you vermin or gnats, or just ridicule you? This is a pretty small individual to do that, to call Democrats. I've mostly been a voting Democrat for most of my life. I can explain that if you wish, but we'll move on. But I'm not a gnat. I'm a creature of God. And our immigrants are the same way. They're not some other thing that he's used other language on our immigrant community. They're made in the image of God. And is this a racist thing? It might be. Are we trying to make America more white again? Is that what this is about? You answer that. You think on that one. If you're black or brown, are we saying you should leave? How can we go unauthorized with no warrants, just go into a building with a helicopter in Chicago and plug out their people, little young ones and everything? It doesn't sound like a good tactic to me. This tactic that Mr. Trump's been using has got here's some thoughts that somebody did on Twitter about it. This is Trump talk to the Navy, and this individual, Devin, says, this is on X, Trump to the Navy, we have to take care of this little gnat that's on her shoulder called the Democrats. Goes on to say, can you imagine any former president saying this to the military about the Republicans? Yeah, think on that one, folks. Just think about that. We have to be better, and I hope we can be better. Yes, I hope we can be better. Well, this evening, the Cubs are going to be playing the Milwaukee Brewers. This cap is a few years old. It's from 2016. The Cubs won the National League title. Then, of course, they went on to win the World Series in 2016. And so that's only wearing this cap right now. I've been in the mostly with the White Sox the last years. But I have affinity for the Cubs too. We're Chicago. We got to go with what's Chicago here. And the Cubs are up right now. I don't know if they can do it. Tonight's game is really critical because otherwise they got to win 3 in a row after that. It's going to be pretty hard. So that's what's up with the cap here. We know a lot of things are happening on the other front. Legal things about Trump sending troops to Illinois and other states. We had a fire in South Carolina of a judge who stopped Trump on some voter records that they wanted and burned down a house and people had to escape. It's not good. And I think there had been rhetoric along that line that this judge was in danger. This is the kind of stuff that's coming, quote, I want to say from the right, and let's just say it that way. If it's the right, whoever it is, it's wrong. Right is wrong. And we don't, and if there's some people on the left that want to practice violence, I think that's wrong too. We got to go in a democratic fashion here. And hopefully 2026 elections will change things. And we want a fair election there. And Mr. Trump's moving to rig it. Well, that's not good. We want to move ahead here and have a country that respects law, respects others, respects our minority communities, and shows love, as my Savior Jesus said, to show love. And that's what we want to do. So I'm not a gnat. You're not a gnat. We're human beings created in the image of God. And this type of talk is not good. Some would say it was German, pre-German Hitler talk. I don't know if that's what I hear. I think that sounds reasonable. That you want to debase people so you can do about anything to them that you wish. We don't want to have that here. We don't want to have people put down that they're nobody, so you can just do anything to them. That's not a good country. It's not a good way to show love to others. And if those people say that's a Christian country, I think that's a perversion of that word Christian then. So I'm not a gnat. You're not a gnat. But just remember that. And we got to keep working ahead. I don't know of any I haven't heard of any ice things in Aurora, Illinois. I don't know about Chicago, out at Broadview, how that's going. I haven't heard, but they've had some tensions there, that's for sure. So let's just move ahead and keep our head up. And like I said, let us try to do the right things and move ahead here. And just remember, just because you speak out against the president, this is free speech, First Amendment rights, you're not a gnat. You're not a gnat. So thank you for listening today. We'll be back, Lord willing, tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, I mean on Wednesday. Excuse me, we got our days just moved ahead there. Things come by so fast. But we do our shows that way. So we'll be back on Wednesday, Lord willing, as we say. So for now, we're just going to give a good bye there. And my late friend Vernon Levia said to say something like this, and I've been practicing that. So we'll just say bye, everybody. God bless you, and we'll see you then on Wednesday. Bye now.